Hello, hello. We are back. We actually just got done bringing villagers back home, so we are one step closer to setting up villagers at home, which will be a nice addition to our research facility. Which, during the last episode, we definitely touched base a little bit on the idea that we are wanting to move further into this mountain behind us. Um, so we're gonna discuss that a little bit more today while we set some stuff up, and then we'll go from there. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, we've got our villagers. We are at home. We are still staring at this enchanting table that we can't really do anything with quite yet. We could definitely do some enchants, but if they're not level 30 enchants, then what are you even enchanting? You know what I mean? So I think we need to start putting some work into our future base, because our future base is definitely going to be a bit of work. It's gonna be something that's gonna be a long-standing project that's going to take time, and it's not gonna be something that we are just going to knock out overnight. So doing any sort of progress on our future base will be, I mean, it'll be progress. I don't think there's a simpler way to put it, and I know that sounds redundant, but progress is progress. Uh, I definitely come from a world in the real world where progress is measured constantly, and I remember having a meeting where one of the people in said meeting, they asked a question to everybody in the meeting, and they basically said, "Is a 1% increase, is it an increase?" And everybody was like, "Yeah, 1% increase is an increase." And based on a conversation he had with his manager, he was like, "Well, according to so and so, a 1% increase is not an increase. It's not good enough. You need to increase more." That is like probably one of the most confusing things that I've ever said. But I'm trying to be vague because it's real world stuff. But that is basically how it went down. Again, very weird way to go about it, but yeah. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't have any rhyme or reason for what I'm doing. I will say this, I need another shovel. So let's get a couple shovels. Nope. So basically, we are taking this 3-wide path that originated as a 3-wide tunnel, and we're kind of just carving this reverse mohawk out of this biome here. So we're about 200 blocks away from the center of this landmass that we are planning on calling home. We've put so much work into this area too that like I'm pretty set on like this being base question mark is no longer base question mark. This is just base, period. Um, we've done a little bit of exploring here or there. Like we found this village up here, which is in the center of this landmass. Um, but I just don't like the surrounding stuff. And like this area over here, it has this water on the south side. And I think I said it in one of the first episodes where I like the idea of the docks being either on the south side or the north side of the base that we're planning. So it kind of worked out, this shape on top of the fact that it's to the north of water. We really like this, but that was just way too small. That's not going to do anything for what we are aspiring to achieve here. So I'm pretty sure that this is it. And you know what? Just to make it official, we're going to get rid of the question mark. And that sounds like a silly thing to do, but I feel like there was, you know, some semblance of importance to doing that, you know. It's more of like a gesture towards the future than anything substantial. Because I am a believer that 1% increase is an increase. I think, you know, in the real world, any improvement that you can do is improvement. So whether that is in like your job, your life, your personal relationships, you know, potato, you know, whatever you're applying it to, I think even the smallest improvement should be considered as improvement. But I think depending on certain situations, certain environments, etc., I think it's hard to consider a 1% improvement as an improvement. So I feel like the culture of some situations is long-standing in the mindset that 1% increase is not an increase. So if we were to bring this reverse Mohawk tunnel all the way up to the center, that's going to take us a hot minute. But I do like the idea that we are kind of making a dent into this. And I'm not counting that as our 1% increase. That's so much less than 1%. But it's still increase. That's the moral of the story. Now what we could do, we can come back here. I don't know if we went this far at ground level, but we could start digging up and connect this to the outside so that it's no longer a tunnel. Okay, so this does go further. Oh, and then I cut one too many. Alright. So I could go through and get rid of the rest of this and make all of this outside. I don't know how many blocks deep this is. I want to say it's 2. What we're digging and what we're standing on. It is 2. Okay, we could do this. Easy peasy. Our diamond pick is about to break though, so I do need to watch that and not let what happened to our diamond pick be the same result as our mending iron pick that we lost. So I thought this was 2 blocks, but this actually got a little bit thicker, down to 3 blocks total. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to like stop halfway through and be like, oh, well, it's 3 blocks thick. I only anticipated 2 blocks. If it's 3 blocks, then we're not doing this. We're already halfway there, so we might as well do it. But yeah. So our plans for our research facility. I want to like map it all out because I've got a full inventory. I want to map it all out. Hello, Sandslash. Have I scanned a Sandslash? I don't think I have. Gotcha. Can we? Yeah. It's not gonna look pretty, but we're doing this. This is gonna be cobble. And this will be everything that's not cobble. And we're already full again. Okay, cool. So this can also be andesite and cobble deep slate, granite. Yeah, let's get that deep slate up there. Granite, andesite. And now we can actually fit all of this nonsense in there. Okay, so we're making progress. I am looking at how many diamonds we have. We only have 37. That's really not that many diamonds. And I don't know about how I feel about using anything else. I might revert back to stone, to be honest with you. I am gonna need another diamond pickaxe though. We just have been relying on... Did I not take that? Oh, wow. Okay. 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 So we're making a little bit of progress. We're doing things. Stinks. I don't know why I said it like that. We're gonna put this broken diamond pick in there. Let's finish this out. We're not digging this this little valley through the entire mountain, but we are gonna finish what we started at least. I really don't want to put too much effort into the base renovating until we actually have decent tools with efficiency and unbreaking and mending and all that fun stuff. And then maybe even like a beacon, because that would be nice. Beacons would be cool. So I think, well, right now we need to take a sleep because we really need to reset our respawn point. That's our priority right there. But yeah, let us go. Alright. So basically, our plan for our research facility, I want to map it all out for sure. But like I'm expecting a very elaborate sorting system in the center, down at the bottom of said base. And then we'll have a variety of different farms. That'd be nice. And we keep talking about biome bunkers. We're definitely gonna have biome bunkers, obviously, but we've got windswept forest, we've got orchid swamp, fractured savanna, windswept savanna. We got this stuff near the center here, stony spires, blooming plateau. We've got a couple different interesting biomes that are surrounding us right here in this little landmass. So we could have like little like biodomes, I guess you would call them, which would be kind of cool. We would want to set up an area for like breeding. I don't know how the breeding mechanics are going to work when they're rolled out. I don't know how much space we're going to need for setting up breeding areas for our pokes, but something to consider. And then somewhere there's going to be the Nether portal network system to get us through different areas and to different biome bunkers and all that fun stuff. So it's a bunch of things to consider. And like with our sorting system, it's gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna have to be planned out because the sorting system is gonna be the biggest part of the base. So basically, let's do it over here. So there's gonna be, we'll do this. I don't know if this is gonna achieve what I'm wanting it to achieve, but we will try. Okay. Does that go all the way through? Yeah. So basically there's gonna be these areas that are gonna be like canals where you could just like drop your stuff in, and they're gonna be water currents that go through and bring the stuff down and wrapping around and into the sorting system. And my goal is to have this like all over my base. So like no matter where in my base, if I'm like, oh man, why do I have all this stuff on me? I can go up to wherever that sorting chamber is and I could just toss everything in there. And I know that it will go down into my sort room and get sorted. Well, that's the plan. That is quite the endeavor, but I think it'd be cool. But then setting up like automated farms and all that stuff, that would also be pretty cool. There are a couple Pachirisu up there, and it's been a minute since we've caught anything, and I'm still curious on if we can catch a Pachirisu with pickup. I could literally just do the research on Pachirisu. These Pachirisu that are hiding up in the trees, as per usual. I think I always forget that Pachirisu are up in the trees. I don't know why. I just don't think that they would be up in the trees, but I guess they're squirrels, so like, where else would they be, you know? And one. Okay, well that was the weirdest catch from a Pokeball ever. That definitely glitched out on the way it looked. Okay, we've got this other one here. Nope. Okay, it's doing something weird again. One. Okay, cool. That's awkward. I wonder if it's because it's landing on leaves. I don't know if it would cause it to do that. Where was our... I am turned around. Where's our little cobblestone pillar? Is it over here? Did I see cobblestone over here? I did. Okay. I didn't necessarily have to come down this way, but kind of felt like the principle, you know? Okay, so we caught 2 Pachirisu. Let's head on back and check our fancy schmancy PC and see what they're all about. Run away and pickup. It has pickup. Does pickup work in Cobblemon? Okay, Machop. You are going in there. This Pachirisu is coming with us. Pickup. The Pokemon may pick up an item another Pokemon used during a battle. It may pick up items outside of battle too. What does that mean? So it is a defensive nature, higher special defense, lower normal defense, rare mark. A mark for reclusive Pokemon. Okay. I'll turn that on, why not? Okay, so let's go hunt a little bit. Grab that granite, put it where it needs to go. Got a bunch of broken down tools. We've got an extra bed, bucket, compass, bread, crafting table. So our inventory is messy, but we've got a very limited variety of random stuff on us. So I think we can afford to come out here and hunt a little bit. There's a Geodude over here somewhere. We've had such good luck hunting Geodude with our Dartrix. Laser Leaf, super effective. It used sturdy, so it's still alive, and then it used self-destruct. Oh, okay, we lived. We lived. You fainted. That's a win. Inventory still looks normal. Let's take out this scatterbug. Actually, hold on. I already scanned it. I don't remember scanning a scatterbug. Did we scan a scatterbug? Why am I saying scatterbug? Where's my accent coming from? I don't know. But we're gonna take it out. Scatterbug dropped string. Take out this Caterpie. So we just looted string as part of their normal drops. So I should have string in here. I have 2 string in here. That's a Pidgey. Have I scanned the Pidgey before? I have not scanned the Pidgey before, but I have now. Let's go on up here. There is a Zubat up here. That's gotta be underground though, right? I don't think a Zubat's gonna be out in the open. But a Durant is here. I scanned the Durant. You're level 35. I was considering fighting a Durant, and then I saw your level, and I'm like, no. I'm good. I am so good. We're vibing. We're just doing a little bit of light hunting. Kind of a multitask situation here, because we are getting our Corvisquire experience from our experience share, but we're also testing out this pickup stuff. Because I don't think it's implemented, but we very clearly saw where Pachirisu has pickup. So we are going to give it a little bit of a try. Let's finish it off with a Fury attack? Question mark. And that's a 0%, and you fainted. Hit once with a Fury attack. Alright, so we're still at 2 string. Nothing else. There's a Pseudo-Wudo over here. I think Pseudo-Wudo. Oh, let's try Razor Leaf. I think it's a water type. It is a water type, right? He used Mimic and learned Razor Leaf. Well, that's not going to be very effective against me. Pseudo-Wudo. I should have scanned the Pseudo-Wudo, I forgot. Oops. But Dartrix is level 30. Nice, nice, nice. We got Geodude behind us. And again, such good luck with these Geodude. Let's go. Razor Leaf, super effective, sturdy, endured. Roll out. You gonna take me out with that roll out? No, you're not. Round 2. Razor Leaf. Finish you. I think I'm done playing with Geodude for right now because they're bullies. And they're just mean to me. I don't know why they're so mean to me, but they're mean to me. And I think you guys are a witness to how they're treating me. This is a Soul Rock. Level 31. Let's try it, why not? Can't be worse than a Geodude. I'm pretty sure it's worse than a Geodude. We're gonna do Razor Leaf. And it went first. And it took me out. Whew, it took me out, and that wasn't even a super effective move. And it goes first again, and takes me out in one hit. Awesome. Pachirisu, do you want to be the hero that I need? I don't think you're going to do anything. Swift, I go first. Took out 7% of its health. Use Psychic. Took out 30 of my health. Maybe an Electric Ball? Electro Ball? Oh, here comes that Zen Headbutt. And you took out Pachirisu. Solrock, I don't know why I thought anything different was going to happen in that battle. I was just feeling, I was feeling some type of way. I don't want to say that I was getting an ego, but that's probably it. I was probably getting an ego, a little bit of an ego. Can we get our, yeah, Corv Squire. Let's do a pluck. Pluck it. Pop it. Tap it. Twist it. Still got 2 string. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Let us go to sleep. Alright. So, trying to think of what we should be doing right now. I really want to get... Why is my Poliwag still out? I want to get Corv Squire up. I want to get a villager set up. Situated. Yeah, that's a gimme goal. What's a gimme goal doing out? Well, I'm gonna scan ya. How could I not scan a gimme goal? I got that. Torkoal. I wonder how Dartrix will do against him at Chop. 75% of its health. I can get behind that. It's not super effective, but it is what it is. You know, I like how, like, I'll turn the corner and I'll see a poke that I haven't seen before, and I should most definitely be scanning it, but I don't scan it. I just look at it and keep moving. And like a Badoo. I don't know if I even scan the Badoo, but this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. See, I'm looking at this Geodude and I'm like, I'm gonna attack this Geodude when Dartrix is at half health. And I'm gonna do it anyways, even though I just called myself out for it. But at least we one-shot, one-fainted that one, so that's a plus. That is a plus, and now I see another Geodude. I can't stop. Guys, I'm addicted to fighting Geodude. And I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. This one's 28. Let's go. Razor Leaf. Super effective. Sturdy. Self-destruct. Yep. Dartrix is out. Again. I did get something that I haven't gotten before. I unlocked recipes, whatever it was. An Everstone. Prevents the holder from evolving. That... I can't think of what I would use that for, but it is a useful thing to have. But like also that doesn't even matter. Prevents the holder from evolving. Because of the way Cobblemon is set up, pokes don't evolve automatically when they hit their level. You have to click the evolve button in their summary page. So actually, I don't know how useful that'll be. But it is what it is. We got it. We're moving on. Let's look at our kelp. Our kelp is kelping. Look at that. Getting a lot of kelp. A lot of kelp. So I know that there's going to be a way to set up a automated furnace system that will stack up a ton of experience. Hello, Corvus Squire. You gotta be right here. Apparently she has to be right here. Yes, Corvus Squire. You're beautiful. Anyways, you are very distracting doing that right in my face. Yeah, just do it right there. That's fine. Anyways, so yeah, like I want to. There's so many different things that I want to do. I want to level up this Corvus Squire up to a Corviknight. I feel like that would be beneficial for travel purposes because we don't really have a means of travel. And because we are rocking, that's a level 3. I came over here for a level 3 Ladybug. I am sorry, Ladybug. That is the life that we live. We don't have a means of travel, and because of the non-vanilla Minecraft that we're playing, we don't have access to horses. So really the only other option would be an elytra. But like we're not even close to discovering the end. So we're not gonna be able to do any elytra nonsense. Let's test something. So another thing that I saw when I was looking at ways to get experience, this post, granted, this post was from like 2 years ago on Reddit. Somebody was like, hey, look, I'm a joke. Somebody was like, fishing. Fishing is the way to go. So we're at 5 bars now, even. That looks about even. That's a full bar in the center. About, give or take, a couple pixels. This is not going to be the most entertaining way to get experience, but let's check it out. So maybe like 2/5 of a bar at level 23. I don't know if that is good experience though. I don't like if it was literally just me here doing my thing. When it comes to fishing, I could no life some fishing. I won't deny that at all. I could sit here and fish for hours, listen to something, watch something in the background or whatever. But having you guys with me, I want it to be a little bit more entertaining, you know? So I don't think fishing is going to be the way that we get experience. As much as I would enjoy it, I don't think you guys would enjoy it. But I want this swaddle. Level 15, one shot, one faint. Did you drop you did not? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't want you to drop any revival herbs anyways. That's not why I came over here to say hello to you. I was doing it out of pure boredom. I just wanted to see how you were doing. Um, I'm sorry. I've got to this point in this playthrough where I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Our Dartrix recovered from fainting, so that's a plus. But yeah, I need to do something. Um, ooh, that's a spindle? Spin, spindra? Well, we gotta scan it. I haven't seen one yet. And then after this, we'll take a peruse at our Pokédex and see what it's looking like as far as like completion. Spinda. I was close. I said Spindra. Okay, let's look at this. We've seen 91, we've caught 14. Okay. Okay, so catching it will actually give us... Oh, look at that. That's adorable. Tells us about the abilities. Which abilities it can get. That's cool. Its weight, its height difference between Poliwag and ourselves. Its base stats. And its drops. Okay, so Pokédex is kinda neat. This is our national Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, Alola. Look at that. Rowlet. Unknown. Galar. Okay. And that Spindler just went to sleep. That's adorable. I can't get over those sleeping folks, I'm sorry. But yeah, so we need to work on stuff. We need experience. We need quartz. Do we want to go into the Nether and acquire what we need to acquire? You know what? Let's dip into the Nether real quick. Like, let's check out our spawn. Okay. So our Nether portal is in the Basalt Deltas, which is not the greatest biome. We've got a Soul Sand Valley to the west. We've got Nether West to the east. A little bit of Nether West to the north. So, Okay. So our height, we are at 53. I sound like I'm like being all strategic, and I'm like I imagine myself like putting my like licking my finger and putting it up into the air and being like, yeah, that's the level of wind viscosity that we're dealing with here. The Nether is currently at 280 degrees Celsius. So we're gonna travel north by northwest? No. I don't even know if half those words made any sense. I want to travel north. I don't know how feasible it will be for us to go like this. Do I need to travel up? I don't know if I need to travel up, but I feel like traveling up will get us on top of something. And I don't know if that logic will actually pan out for what we're trying here. But the basalt deltas are treacherous, especially carving into basalt. I feel like that's where all the lava is gonna hide, is in between all this basalt. Like if you look up at our mini map, see those little pockets of lava? Like that's just waiting for us to accidentally dig into. But then also it doesn't help that lava actually moves significantly quicker in the Nether. So luckily we are rocking keep inventory on because we're those people. Okay, we're getting. Okay, we got one block of netherrack. I thought we reached something, but it looks like no. Oh, okay. Okay. That's progress. Look at all that nether waste to our east. This is where I want to be. And there's a little bit of it to the north, but there's a lot of it to the east. So you know what? I think we're gonna travel east in the Nether. Which contradicts what our plan is for the overworld. Our overworld plan is to only travel north. But I don't know how much Cobblemon's gonna add as far as like structure generation. I don't know how much they're gonna add to the Nether of all places. I mean, I could be wrong. They could legit add anything they want to. Prove me wrong on all of it. We're still a little bit away from where we're aiming. But we're making progress. Let's kind of flatten this down a little bit. I want to make it so like the goal, obviously, we've been into the Nether a few times now. And each time it has been an interesting endeavor. Not getting to where we're going in the Nether, but getting back to our portal in the Nether. So this time around, I want to be very mindful of the path that we take. So like right now, I've got 36 netherrack. I want to go straight across, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough netherrack to go straight across. So we're not gonna go straight across. This could be so much flatter. And this is probably not entertaining at all, I would not imagine. So this is now, okay, so now we're equal here. And now it's just a matter of pulling this back down. We're gonna grab magma as well whenever we see it. Because we're definitely going to be using that in some of our biome bunkers. Or our poke grinders. I don't know why, but saying mob grinder is just like, yeah, it's whatever, it's a mob grinder. But when you talk about grinders for pokes, it just sounds way more messed up. Okay, we are moving back up, which kind of feels a little silly. But it's because I don't know what this is going to look like over here. Oh, that's lava. Man, that reaction, that was... wow. Like, talk about a jump scare and not being ready. Because I was not ready for that we were talking about it too. Like I said there are pockets of lava everywhere. And then we finally run into a pocket of lava and spaz out. Okay, so we like literally just came up to like this little pool of lava. Let's see. We are getting close to the Nether waste, so we're making progress. I want this stuff though. Thank you. I'm just going straight to this warped tree. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, we are here though. Okay, so I really like this warped stem. Does that? So if you strip it, that's not glowy at all anymore. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I like it, but I feel like it would have been cooler if it stayed glowy before you do that, you know? I've never really played around with the warped and the crimson wood types all that much, so they are pretty foreign to me. Oh. Okay. Let's get some of... Oh, no. Get some of that. Let's get some of that. Okay. Let's, move down. Oh, that's a single block, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay. So we have been kind of stuck on this one axis. We don't have to go directly straight. Nothing here is going to be permanent. This is not going to magically turn into our nether highway of any sort. So it doesn't have to be pretty. Our goal, and I am also going to do a little bit of that because that helped us out so much with that other entrance. Our goal to acquire quartz. I am going to actually beacon this. East Passage? I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. That's all that matters. But now that we are here, we can scan some of these pokes that we don't normally get to scan. It's a level 12. I bet our Poliwag would enjoy a little bit of fun. Bubble Beam. Oh, almost. And it wrapped me. Let's do a little bit of a pound. Let's go Poliwag. Okay, here we go. So the plus side to quartz is that yes, it is a higher end material. It does give us experience, but on the flip side, you can mine it with stone. So we're already at level 24. I mean, we were like already halfway to 24, so that's not like that impressive. And we have a crafting table on us. We've got all of these broken ones. We are definitely gonna need a couple more picks. Litleo. Door. Haven't scanned that one yet. Let's see if a Poliwag can take a level 14 Houndour. I think they're dark fire. Maybe they're just dark. I know that they have fire moves. It's super effective. That sounds like they've got fire somewhere in their bloodline. Let's finish them with a pound. Let's go. Okay, Poliwag, you wanna chill outside? Let's take this level 11 Houndour. One shot, one feint. Let's go. Okay, let's switch back over. Poliwag leveled up to 20. Doesn't evolve yet. No. Okay, we are full on inventory, so we're definitely gonna have to do some inventory management. Don't need the rotten flesh. I'm good without the gravel. Warped block. Warp stem. Might as well keep that. Blaze pattern. Probably don't need all this basalt, but I kind of want to keep the basalt. I don't know why. Might incorporate it into our builds. That is TBD. Oh yeah, we're gonna be making some progress on our quartz intake today. Or I'm going to break into lava without blocks prepared. That could also happen. And then we don't have to worry about getting lost. That's a firestone ore? Okay. We're getting some firestone. Thank you. That'll help us with a couple evolutions. I'm trying to think of Firestone evolutions. I think Growlithe to Arcanine is a Firestone evolution. Eevee to Flareon is a Firestone evolution. I know there's definitely more Firestone evolutions that I'm just not thinking of right at the moment. I can hear the judgment already. Especially if Growlithe to Arcanine is not a Firestone evolution. I feel like I will definitely feel judgment from that one right there. We're already almost to level 26. I don't feel like we've been here for that long. But I do think we are just about coming up on the end of the episode. But I think this might be a two-parter. Because I don't want to go home yet. I don't know about you guys. I know that this probably isn't the most riveting content. But we are making progress in ways that we wanted to make progress. So I feel like there's benefit happening here. And like we talked about before, 1% progress is still progress. Or at least I think so. So we gotta remember, this is going to be an ongoing world, right? I thought I already scanned the Ponyta. This is gonna be an ongoing world. So I'm not too pressed on doing things very quickly. In the world of speedrunning, I suppose, we are doing a terrible job at speedrunning. This is in no way, shape, or form a speedrun. If if it is, I think we've already lost. Okay, we got another thing under there, and then I dropped it. That's cool. Ponyta level 31 against a level 20 Poliwag. I'm gonna go with no on that one. I like my Poliwag too much to put it up against level 30 Ponyta. That feels a little rude. And we are already full on inventory again. Okay. I don't need these gold nuggets. I don't need this red mushroom. So this trip in here, we definitely acquired a lot of blocks that we don't necessarily need, but the hoarder in me can't drop it. So I came up here with a pretty full inventory. The plus side is that because we've actually renovated everything out and like that tunnel heading over to this biome, that getting over here in a second round would be less difficult. So at least there's that. But we are coming up to the end of the episode. But this is definitely going to be a two-parter series. So thank you guys for joining me today. I was a little bit all over the place. I kind of secretly stopped halfway through to eat some food, but you guys hopefully won't catch that. But now that I told you, now you might look back to see where it was. Hopefully, cross my fingers, I can make it look seamless, and then you won't even know that I did that. It'd be great. But yeah, so we're going to continue on. This is the end of the episode, but not the end of the journey. So thank you guys for joining me, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. So bye.